This is content intended for adults, not for puppies.
Shigurudo, Devin. Tabe wa nani suru? Wait a second, that's not right. There we go, that's better. It's been a while, but we're back to more Deers and Deckards. We're back to more D&D. D&D, Deers and Deckards. Anyway, last time, I don't know, the Deckards family, they just sort of showed Devin around the house and whatnot, and I guess we're deciding on what we're getting for dinner. Sigurd, Devin, what are you all feeling for dinner? I can go pick something up. Or I could cook something. I don't mind. It wouldn't take more than half an hour. We could also order delivery. What do you think, Devin? I don't know. Just cook something. I'm always eating out since I've moved here. Let's cook here. Perfect, I'll start cooking. You boys find something to do for 30 minutes. Nice. We head over to the living room with Siggy. Your friend turns on the television and begins flipping through the channels to watch. As Siggy searches for something entertaining, you spot a stack of magazines on the table. Siggy never stuck you as the reading type. These magazines must be his dad's. Look at a few of the titles. Handyman Monthly. The cover shows a burly bear sawing a large board in half with a very advanced-looking table saw. The next magazine, Girls Galore, shows a very busty bunny crammed into a few strips of cloth that can barely contain her assets. Aw. You say something? Nope, it just doesn't look like there's anything to watch. Yep, damn cable packages. Over 1,000 channels, none of them have anything worth watching. As you slide the sack of magazines over to reveal the last one at the bottom, you see a set of muscular scaled legs. As more of the model is revealed, you see a chiseled abdomen and a set of meaty pecs. Finally, you reveal the whole image of Siggy on the cover of Wet n Wild. Siggy, is this you? Lift up the magazine and flash it over at the dragon. Oh, that? Yeah, that's me. One of the guys on Dad's work crew also does photography. I made like $1,000 for letting him take a couple pictures. Wow, you look really good. Thanks. Aw. You start to flip through the magazine. You find a few more shots of Siggy in his jock and a fireman's helmet. The other pages were filled with attractive men of all builds. Just when you're about to finish the read, a shadow creeps over you, and turning up, you see a grinning Sigmund. Dinner is ready. Be all like my grilled chicken. In a few minutes, all the food is laid out on the table, and everyone is seated. Alright, let's eat. Itadakimasu. You watch in amazement as Sigmund scarfs down his food with the same speed and tenacity as Siggy. You had to wonder if that's how Siggy picked up his eating habits. Devin, better eat up or you're gonna be short for the rest of your life. At least I don't put holes in my headboard when I try to sleep. Hey, I can't help it that my horns are this sharp. Sigurd, I bought you a nice file so you can keep those damn things blunt. Thank goodness I'm a contractor. You wouldn't believe how many holes this little monster put in the walls growing up. Thought dragons didn't get their horns until their teens. It's true for me and most dragons, but Sigurd is a different species of dragon. Wait, what? Oh, I'm adopted. Never told me that. Never came up, I guess. Yes, I tell everyone you didn't get his smarts from me. Yeah, Dad adopted me. Never knew my biological parents. We tried looking, but nothing ever turned up. I don't really care. My dad's always going to be my daddy. Aw, he really is the best son I could ever imagine. I don't care if he's not the brightest. It's really sweet. Guess that explains why you have different horns and scale collars. Yep, it's also why I have an innie and Dad has an Audi. Oh. Well, that was a delicious dinner. Sure was. Yes, thanks, Mr. Deckard. Please, feel free to call me Sigmund. Ready to work out? Yep, just need to go change. I'll meet you all in the gym. He helps Siggy clean off the table while Sigmund goes to change. Feeling energized after a good meal, you stretch and prepare yourselves for the gym. Do you need to change or anything? I think I'll be fine. I can just drop my shirt if I start to sweat. Alright, let's get to it. Sigmund returns wearing only his underwear. Your eyes are immediately drawn to the older dragon's massive bulge. Well, since Devin is our guest tonight, how about we let him use the weight bench first? Why, thank you. I'll spot him. Don't worry, I'll do that. He's my friend, Dad. It's alright, how about... choose Sigmund or Siggy to spot you? I don't know. Our buddy Siggy can do it. Siggy's cool. Siggy can do it. Sure. You rack on a few plates to the barbell and lay down on the bench. Siggy takes his position over your head as your hands grip the bar. As you lift the weights off the hooks, Siggy's fingers brush against yours. Looking up, your best friend's jock hovers right above your nose. 1, 2... As you count off your reps, Siggy seems to have scooted closer. The bar blocks you from seeing where the young dragon is staring. From what you can see, Siggy seems to be getting excited watching you. You have worked out with him back at the university, but he normally wore gym shorts. 14, 15. Your arms begin to burn as you finish your first set. It didn't help that your best friend's crotch is pressed next to your face. Might have been your imagination, but as you sit up, you swear Siggy's jock is a bit wet. The thought of your friend getting wet watching you is arousing. You quickly stand up and offer to help reset the bar for the next person. I'll go next. Sigmund adds twice the weight you had to the bar. You gulp as you watch the Dragon Daddy rip through his reps with incredibly smooth motions. My turn. Waves you over to spot him. As Siggy leans back, his height causes his snout to brush against your crotch. For a moment, Siggy nudges against your balls. Whoops, sorry. Spot the younger dragon through his set. You're focused on counting each rep, trying your best not to spring a boner while your crotch is so close to Siggy's face. With fortitude and commitment, you make it through the rest of the remaining sets of upper body workout without tenting your pants. Finished with your after-dinner workout, everyone is now soaked in sweat. You can feel your body aching. It's been some time since you last worked out, but thankfully you didn't overdo it. Alright, I guess I should mention this earlier. The house still has a lot of its original plumbing. Because of that, we're a little limited on hot water. If you want to avoid doubling up in the shower, you may go first. Of all the opportunities, showering with one of these studs? Could you not seize this chance? Sure, I'll go first, you go first, or Siggy stinks the most, he can go first. I don't know. We came over here to spend time with Siggy, so I guess we'll let Sigmund go. so he can shower with Siggy, I guess. Siggy's our best buddy. You can go ahead. Not like this would be any different than taking a shower at the dorm with Siggy. Alright, I shouldn't be too long. Says it all the time, but still ends up using most of the hot water. Takes a few hours for the tank to reheat. Guess I'm lucky to have fur to keep me warm. Pff. What, jealous? Of what? How short you are? No, I'm not. Hey, the horns count. It says so on my driver's license. Trade insults with Siggy for a few minutes, before you spot his dad walking down the hallway with nothing but a towel. Shower's free. Thanks, Dad. You and Siggy make your way into the steamy room. You really did have a huge bathroom, plenty of space for both of you. You can toss your clothes in one of the baskets. If you need a pair of shorts, I should have some stretchy ones that fit you. Thanks. He looks different without the glasses. Showerhead is a little bit different than what we had at the dorm. That installed a fancy one that has several settings. points out the 2 buttons and the 3 dials that control the different settings on the shower head. The spout had an adjustable shaft that allowed it to slide higher for taller users. This had to be the most complex shower you've ever seen. So, can I help you wash your back? Sure. Your enthusiastic crush sets the shower to a gentle but steady spray that covers a large area. Hands you a bottle of soap approved for both fur and scales. Siggy seems so nonchalant about the whole thing. Never imagined that you would already be naked with Siggy. Your heart throbs as you start to lather up the dragon's broad shoulders. You're thankful that Siggy is facing away. You can no longer hide your arousal. Turn around, I'll scrub yours. Ah, thanks. Spin around before Siggy can, keeping your stiff out of the view from the dragon. You feel the slippery soap spread across your neck and shoulders. Siggy begins to scrub your fur, working the soap into a bubbly lather. Hehe. Finally calms down long enough to turn around. What's so funny? Look up. The dragon has made a large soap bubble, and it sits perched upon your antlers. Siggy. Press yourself against the bigger dragon. Whoa, what's this? Got to tell you something. I think you're really attractive. Devin, I think you're really cute too. What? Really? Yeah, you're super cute. Been meaning to ask if you liked me like that, but I kept missing good timing to do so. Damn it, Siggy. What? Nothing. This time you initiate a hug with the taller dragon. He hugs you back without crushing your sides. The water temperature starts to drop. You quickly finish rinsing off and grab a towel to dry off. Dragon scales dried quickly, requiring only a quick wipe. You turn around to see Siggy staring at your crotch. You have a really nice... Thanks, maybe you can get a better look at it later. You bet I will. Wow, they're so friendly. They're so friendly. Feeling refreshed, you head back to the living room. After a moment, everyone shows up to talk about watching a movie on one of the streaming services. Let's watch the new 777 movie. What about Every Place, Every Time? Heard it was funny. How do you feel about The Call of the Abyss? A horror flick? What's wrong, are you scared? Dad, I've seen you almost jump off a roof one time because a feral squirrel threw an acorn at you. That's different, those damn critters want my blood. Devin is our guest, how about we let him pick? Sure, what do you want to watch? Decide what to watch. 777, Every Place, Every Time, or The Call of the Abyss. I don't know, I don't have context for what any of these movies are. Let's just do 777. We'll keep it simple. We'll do what Siggy likes, right? He's our friend. We'll do what Siggy likes. Ooh, I've been waiting to see this movie. The last one ended on quite the cliffhanger. These movies always end on a cliffhanger. I'll pass. Well, if Dad doesn't want to watch it, we can just watch it back in my room. Alright, but don't stay up too late. You and Siggy head back upstairs to his room. As he browses for the movie, you go to shut the door. This is perfect. Just you and your crush watching a movie in his room. Time to put on the moves. Alright. Well, seems like they're about to get up to something. I think we'll end the episode here, but it was cool. It was cool seeing Devin and the Deckards family hang out some more. I guess we'll see what Devin and Siggy get up to next time on the next episode. Anyway, thanks y'all.